if blocks was the design philosophy in the game, why does the combat not involve blocks? Even though it could, because when you see me fight things, quite often I would like build walls and build temporary like defenses. Like you just place a bunch of blocks down. I mean, the simplest example is if you just kind of put yourself into a 2-block high space, then you are safe from Enderman. So like, if you want to defeat Enderman, you just kind of get a few dirt blocks, put yourself under a 2-block high canopy, and then you can just punch Enderman as much as you like. And you've solved that. Like you've solved that combat using blocks. And so if Minecraft is about blocks, you would think that that sort of thing would happen a lot more often. Except it doesn't. Except that the combat update has nothing to do with blocks. I mean, they give you shields. Like, why would you even need shields? Why don't they make it so that your offhand is blocks? And then you use the blocks to defend yourself? Like, if you put that there, right? Like you swing at the enemy, and then you ward them off. Or like fortress, and then you build yourself a temporary fortress. Oh crap, it's not very good. Alright, fortress. And now we're safe from everything except, well, spiders. Now we're safe from spiders. And now we're safe from everything except baby zombies. So you see what I mean? Like, why would you put a shield in your offhand instead of dirt, for example? Why are blocks not the main combat mechanic in the game? It sounds strange if you don't think Minecraft is about blocks. If you think Minecraft is fundamentally about blocks, then it does make sense. So what is Minecraft? When I say to you that Minecraft should be about blocks, like you just look out into the world, just look at that. You try to tell me that Minecraft is not about blocks. What is it if it's not blocks? You know what I mean? Look at this picture and tell me, if Minecraft is not blocks, then what is it? Nothing. So if Minecraft is about blocks, why is combat not about blocks? Why is farming not about blocks? Why is all this stuff? But do I make sense? And especially, why can't you use blocks to kill the Ender Dragon? Why can't you use blocks to kill the Wither? Because that's really the big question. Like the bosses in the game ignore blocks. The Ender Dragon just flies straight through them and destroys them whenever it touches them. And the Wither also just blows them up whenever it touches them. So the quote-unquote bosses in the game don't care about blocks, even though Minecraft, as far as I can tell, is a game about blocks. I just think it's bad design. I just think it's bad design. I mean, I don't really want to say it, but and minutes played, seriously. Minutes played. Look, you would get laughed at, I think. Like, if you have a bunch of friends who play Minecraft, which I don't really. I don't have real life friends who play Minecraft, it's just me. But if I had a bunch of friends who play Minecraft, and if one of them asked me, how many minutes have you played in your world? I would laugh in their face. Because what are you even talking about? Minutes? How many minutes have you played in your world? Do you even play Minecraft? Is my response. No, really, that's my response. Like, do you even play Minecraft? If you ask me how many minutes I've played in the game, like what other response can I have to a question like that? I'll tell you how many minutes I've played in Minecraft. I've played 3.82 days. That's how many minutes I've played. It's I mean that is, and it's not even like that's like the truth. That's literally the truth. It tells me right there statistics. 3.82 days is how many minutes I've played in Minecraft, according to Minecraft. I'm not trolling anyone. That's literally what it says. So you know, if that's what I would say to a friend, that's also what I have to say to Mojang. If anyone at Mojang ever watches this video or ever talks to me, are you serious? Minutes played. Who even put that in the game? Who put that in the game? Who designed the stats page? And who chose the word minutes? That person does not play Minecraft. I don't know. I know it's a little bit negative, but it's probably a lot negative. I know it sounds like I'm being argumentative and combative, and maybe I am. But seriously though, minutes played? Are you kidding me? What do you really? Minutes played? Are you being serious right now? Okay, I need more of these saplings. Let me just wait for these trees to decay. Oh man. Minutes played. It's almost deceptive, you know what I mean? Like if a new player comes into the game, clicks on the buttons, clicks on the statistics, and is like minutes played. Oh, I've only started playing the game. I've been playing for 5 minutes. Cool. It's almost deceptive, right? Because you just told that person to count the game time in minutes when you know that's not gonna happen. It's deceptive. Right? I mean, you know it's gonna be days. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm unusual. Maybe I'm just weird and nobody else does this. Nobody else plays a game of Minecraft for several days. Maybe it's just that. I'm the weird one. That's possible. Did I miss that, really? So, oh, there's another one. It's actually faster to place the dirt. Okay, now I got everything. How many minutes have you played Minecraft? Or are you watching the video now? Maybe go into the video description or like go into the video comments and just tell me how many minutes you've played Minecraft for. Oh god, I can't do it. I can't actually say it with a straight face. How many minutes have you played Minecraft for? Tell me. In fact, tweet at your friends. tell, tell me on social media how many minutes you've been playing on Minecraft. Oh no. Alright. I'm starting to cross the line into trolling, so I'm just gonna stop there. But you know where I'm heading. You know where I'm going with this. You know we're going into Troll City if I continue, so we're gonna stop. So the way we've set up the tree farm, we are kind of limiting ourselves to mostly dark oak. I mean, it's just the kind of choice we made, right? Well, it's partly our choice, it's partly the way the trees grow, and it's partly the amount of space we have for a tree farm. The oak and the dark oak are just more space efficient than the other trees, and therefore we end up with more of them in the tree farm. And therefore we end up using those woods more often. Which, I don't know, I mean, what are you going to do about it? I mean, in a way, it affects, and you can kind of read the history of the world through that, because you know the spruce stuff is more likely to be the earlier builds versus the dark oak stuff, because one, we didn't get any dark oak until we went out and found it, and two, after a while we stopped running out, we started running out of spruce trees to chop down, and we had to use the dark oak because that's what we had. So you can kind of tell. So the farmhouse is oak and spruce, and you know we didn't get oak from the peninsula, so therefore it must be later. And like the town hall is a lot of spruce, whereas the farmhouse is more oak. And then the houses by the bay are mostly dark oak, and so on and so forth. So you can kind of like read in the materials of the city, the history of the city itself. You can do similar things with real-world architecture. One example I bring up quite often is the sizes of glass panes in your windows, because glass making technology is a thing that you can just learn. And so the different quality of the glass, and I should leave the final block. The different qualities of the glass, how flat it is, how big each piece of glass is. Like in that you can tell like when the thing is built. In the 60s, I think it was, glass bricks were a big thing for some reason. So like glass blocks and glass bricks were popular at that time. So people are always trying to find ways to get more light into the buildings. And glass bricks or glass blocks allow you to have more light, but it's also kind of structurally sound for the most part. But these days, with laminated glass, and safety glass, where it's annealed glass. So all this stuff you should probably look up in Wikipedia, like what this technology is. So safety glass is made by heating and cooling the glass repeatedly. And what it does is that it creates a surface that is in tension. Like tension as in it's pulled together. So the surface pulls together, it makes the glass harder, because there's more, like it's pulling itself together. but also like when safety glass breaks, because like the surface of the glass is pulling together, it shatters into little cubes instead of large shards of glass, and so then safety glass is safer when it breaks, and it's also harder. Although later technologies would laminate the glass with tough plastic. So there's like sheets of transparent plastic in the glass, and so then when you break the glass, the plastic actually holds the pieces together, and it doesn't actually shatter entirely, it just kind of cracks, but it doesn't fall apart because the plastic's holding it together. And so on and so forth. So glass making technology has progressed, and so you can just tell roughly when a building is built based on the technology of the glass that is used. So that's interesting. If you're into, architecture history and you're willing to read about glass making, you can learn this stuff. Although, it's not entirely reliable, because sometimes an old building will be replaced, will have the windows replaced, and then it's different. Because these days you can't actually get cylinder glass, what it's called. So, because glass used to be blown by hand, so before there was float glass. So these days, there's drawn glass and there's float glass. This is getting really technical and complicated. So blown glass. So if you watch like a glass blower, so this is mostly like done by hand. Although I guess it can be done by machines too. So you get a blob of molten glass. Molten glass is like it's the sticky fluid, a semi-fluid sort of thing. And so you stick it at the end of like a tube and you blow into it, and the glass would, like blow up like a balloon because it's semi-fluid. So you get hot molten glass and you blow it like a balloon at the end of a pipe, and then you just keep heating it up to make sure it stays fluid enough for you to blow into it. And so in the end you end up with like balls, and you can also like spin the balls into different shapes because they're semi-fluid again. So for example, if you have a ball of molten glass at the end of a stick and you just kind of spin it really fast, then it will spin into a disc, right? Because it's kind of semi-fluid, and as you spin, the centrifugal force would pull it out into a disc. Or if you blow into it and spin it, then you would get like a wide jar or something like that. So if you want like a glass or a cup, then you would like elongate it, like kind of put a blob in, blow it into a balloon, elongate it, and then you would cut it in half, and then you have a cup. Or you flatten the bottom as well. You cut it in half, so then you take a balloon, like if you imagine like a sausage shape, or like a blob, like a football shape, not a soccer ball, but like an American football shape. Then you cut that, like you flatten the bottom, and then you cut that in half, and you end up with a cup, right? So that's how you make cups if you're blowing glass.